Hey guys, it's Hex. Welcome to a quick, well, not a quick, a little series that I decided to start up on Wikia tutorials. I was going to upload a complete sketch.io guide today, which was about 20 minutes long, but you'll see why I didn't upload that in a minute. I thought I'd just say that the mouse clicking volume in this video is intensely loud, and I apologize for that. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. Hey guys, it's Hex. Welcome to my first Saturday upload. I did record something before this, but the audio came out pretty horribly and you couldn't hear what I was saying half the time. And then I was like, oh screw it, I'll just upload it anyway. Halfway through editing, the file got corrupted somehow. So instead I'm going to record this. If you don't know what this is a platform called Wikia. And Wikia, most of you probably know about Wikipedia. Wikia is a platform where you can make basically your own Wikipedia about something. This is a little wiki that I started up last week that I've barely done anything on. But I thought I'd do this just because, yeah, it's a lot better than I used to do. So basically, when you want to make a wiki, you'd make a wiki account, which I do. Then you click on start a wiki, but I'm not going to do that. But when you're creating a wiki, you can name your wiki, choose your wiki's web address, theme, stuff like that, which you can all change later on. And then you can start creating it. So what I'm going to do is if you see up here it says add new page. When you click on that, say I want to create a page on, I don't know, tutorial, which is actually there. Then you can see that here, article tutorial was not found, but now I'm editing tutorial. So you see you can just do normal text like tutorial is a goat. Done. But say you wanted to include, here, let's just go through the basics first. Tutorial is a goat, but you probably want to start it off with a heading. So you'd go up here and you choose the heading. There's also subheadings and other kinds of things. So I'm going to go tutorial. Then this is something that's basically used on every single item, character, or anything else wiki page, an info box. So I'm going to show you how to create an info box. You just click on that add new template thing. And I'm going to create one for an item. So I'm going to go, so that you can't change this thing here up here, because it's not the info box itself, it's actually the template that you're using for that info box. So you can change all this later on. So let's see, what would you use on an item? Type and amount, and you can click on row section headers, which look like that. I'm just going to delete that. You can add another title, and you can add in another image box. So type amount and buy, and sell. I'm going to click on publish. And I'm going to call this one item. Publish. Yeah, now you can see that item will come in. I'm going to go cancel. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to insert an info box and its character. And basically when you're in here, the title is going to be tutorial because that's her name. And then I haven't really set this up in a way that's going to work. I don't actually have an image of tutorial. Let me just really quickly get one. I'm going to click on this little image thing here. This is for uploading an image. Click on upload and tutorial sprite. It's uploading, and I'm going to call it tutorial overworld. Apply changes. And I'm not going to bother with captions, but basically that's just something that goes underneath your picture, but I think it makes it look ugly. So species, monster. Gender, female. Is this tutorial actually female? Doesn't actually say, but I want to say she's a female. So species, gender, female. First sighting, the ruins. Apply changes. So now you can see. Yeah, so that's better. That doesn't really look like Toriel's actual sprite. Yeah, her eyes are closer together. Oh my god. Okay, guys, the file is on my desktop. So there we go. There we go. Tutorial overworld. Let's go 1, and then we'll rename and do all that later, and I'll show you how to do that. And that's good. Okay, finally, now we can get into this. So, I'm not actually gonna do the full typing out everything, but I will just show you some basics. So let's say tutorial is and I want to do monster, but on Wikia you want, when they see the word monster, it's like on Wikipedia, they're like, oh, I want to know more about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in monster with a capital. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to click on this link. You can see that monster's there. You're going to go down, or if you want it to be an external link, like opening it up in a new page or a new tab, you'd go https:// and the name of your wiki is Undertale fan.wikia.com /wiki / and yeah. But I'm just going to do monster. Done. And you can see that now that's linked to the page monster. So when they see that and they click on it, it's going to link them to the page monster. But instead of having to highlight it and link it every single time, you can just press double square bracket, like this symbol. So press that twice and you can go monster, click on it, done. Or you can just press, when that's done, double enter. So that makes it a lot easier. It means you don't have to use your mouse. Then, when I'm satisfied with my page, I'll get into more detailed sort of editing later on. I'll click on Save Page, and you need to make a brief summary of what you did. This really only applies on big wikis so that people can see if you've done something bad. So I'm going to say, started tutorial page, save the page. Then I'm just going to go leave because I know that's going to save. So now you can see that. But see down here, we want that to link, don't we? We want people to be able to click on that and then link that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on edit again. And then if you go up here, you see that there's these 3 lines. If you click on that, there's all these options. And I'm going to click on source editor. You can see that there's all of this gibberish stuff here that you probably won't understand too well. You can see title 1 tutorial, image 1 tutorial, overall 1.png, species monster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press double square bracket at the start and then double closing square bracket at the end, and that's going to link it. And then same for the ruins. Apply changes, and now you can see that those 2 things are linked. So I'm going to go save page. I'm going to go added links in tutorial info box. Save page. Now you can see that if I click on this, I've got a page called the ruins because this is a really small Wikia. But now if I go home, you noticed how I'll probably edit quite a lot of that drama out, but I uploaded a ton of photos that didn't work for tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into photos and just wait. These are all the photos I've got. So I've got the frisk photo, I've got the overworld and battle thing. That's my ICO file, which I'll get into later, and my word mark. But I want to delete these. So what I want to do is I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go click on that drop down bar right there. I'm going to go delete. And I'm just going to go delete. You can add like a summary for why you delete it, but I'm just going to click on delete. And you can see that it's been deleted. And I also want to delete that other one that I uploaded. And not replace, delete. Delete, and now those two files will be gone. Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to show you was if you've created your wiki, I just wanted to go through a brief thing of the theme design. I'm also just going to close that. So your theme's quite important. It's how your wiki will look. So you can see that there's all of these preset ones, but they're not very good. So if you go customize, I've got a black background, but I can change that to a white one. That's not really going to matter, I don't think, because yeah, my thing's an image, and I've got it on tile, so it'll keep on like in a tile effect. But if I don't click on tile, it's just going to be 1. I'm going to click on tile, and I've got. I'm just going to real quickly change this to red. So I've got all my buttons, which are like this, so those as red. The links, so the actual things that you click on to link to something else are red. And the header is red, which doesn't matter too much. And you've got your word mark. So I've got a graphic word mark, which I found on the internet, and it's come up there. And then I've got my favicon. You can just do like a basic text word mark, but I've got this. And your favicon, which is, if you see up here, I'm just going to drag this down. You can see in my tabs, I've got this. And you notice how Google Docs has got one as well. Well, my one's come up as a heart. So what I did is I designed a 16 by 16 picture, or I found one on the internet, and it was downloaded as a PNG. You can see it says .ico file. So what I did is I just put into a PNG or basic image to ICO file converter, and it turned into an ICO, and now it's my little picture at the top of my screen. If I unpin the tab, you can see theme designer, Undertale fan Wikia. So yeah, and if you're happy with what you've got, you can click on save, I'm done. And there we go. So that, guys, was just a real quick little basic intro to Wikia. I'll make another one probably on Monday, and then on Tuesday and Wednesday I'll do Hatsune Miku and Naruto for the horrible speed art series. Yeah, but if you liked it, drop a like. I'll probably add quite a few more parts to the series for people who are looking for tutorials on Wikia. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.